Hello everyone, Lemon Sorcerer here. Welcome back to another one of my deck profiles, and today I'm going to show you my Orcust Deck Profile. So for the monsters, I run 3 Orcustrated Nightmare, 3 Orcust Harp Horror, 2 Orcust Symbol Skeleton, 1 Orcust Brass Bombard, 1 World Legacy World Wand, and 3 Armageddon Knight, 2 Formwood Skipper, 1 Cyber's White Hat, 2 Dino Wrestler Pancratops, 3 Ghost Ogre, 2 Ash Blossom, 1 Null Nun, and 2 Maxis. That's it for the monsters. For the spell cards, I run 1 Orcustrated Babel, 1 Orcustrated Ainsats, 3 Orcustrated Return, 1 Foolish Burial, 1 Reinforcement of the Army, 1 1-for-1, 1 Harpy's Feather Duster, 2 Twin Twisters, and that's it for my spell cards. For the trap cards, I run only 3 Orcustrated Climax, and that's it for our main deck. For my extra deck, I run 1 Sheorcust Dingirsu, 2 3 Galatea, 2 Longrisu, 2 Orcustrion, 2 Nightmare Mermaid, and 1 Nightmare Cerberus, 1 Linkuribow, 1 Witch's Apprentice, 1 Topologic Trisbania, and 1 Topologic Bomber Dragon. That's it for our extra deck. For the side deck, I run 2 Orcustrated Attack, 3 Compulsory Evacuation Device, 3 Goes and Match, 2 Lost Winds, 3 Effect Veilers, 1 Maxi, and 1 Twin Twister. That's it for our side deck. So now let me explain to you why I run these cards. So let's start first with the main deck. So now let me explain to you why I run those cards in my main deck. So for Orcustrated Nightmare, I run 3 because Orcustrated Nightmare, when it is in your graveyard, you can banish it and then you can dump any Dark Machine monster from your deck to the graveyard. So it searches the Orcust or World Legacy card that you need in your grave for a combo that you want to do. Also, you can use Orcustrated Nightmare to special summon Nightmare Mermaid. You link summon it using Orcustrated Nightmare. Then you can make a little combo with your hand. You can activate Nightmare Mermaid's effect to discard an Orcust card, and then you can special summon another one of Orcustrated Nightmare. Then you can use the first one that you used for Mermaid's Link Summon. You can use the first one for your turn, and the other one for your opponent's turn. So there you go. So for Orcust Symbol Skeleton, I run only 2 because it gets cloggy when it's in your hand. Orcust Symbol Skeleton's effect is when it is in the graveyard, you can banish it to special summon an Orcust monster in your graveyard. So you can repeatedly activate Sheorcust's effect using this card. So when the first turn that it is special summoned, and then when it is destroyed or it's in the graveyard, you can special summon it by banishing this, and then you have that destroying effect again. The effect of this card is when it is special summoned, you can send a card from your opponent's field to the graveyard. It is a non-targeting effect, so it is very good. And then I run 3 Orcust Harp Horror because when it is in the graveyard, you can banish it to special summon from the deck. You'll be needing 3 of those. I run 1 World Legacy World Wand because so that it won't get cloggy in your hand. And the effect of this one is if it is sent to the graveyard or is in the graveyard, you can banish it to special summon one of your banished Orcust monsters. And then I run 1 Orcust Brass Bombard. You can link summon Linkuriboh with this, and then when it is sent to the graveyard, you can banish this one to special summon any Orcust monster in your hand, and then you can link summon Galatea using these 2, and then you can activate this effect and so on, do a little combo. And then I run 3 Armageddon Knight because when it is summoned, you can send a monster from your deck to the graveyard. It will be very useful in your Orcust deck. And then I run 2 Dino Wrestler Pancratops because in the current meta, your opponent always special summons a lot of monsters, so this comes in handy. It's a big beefy 2600 attack. You can special summon it if your opponent has more monsters than you. You can also use this for an extra link summon. It's an easy special summon. And then I run 2 Formwood Skipper. So the use of this in the Orcust deck is you can normal summon this, and then you can reveal you can reveal Nightmare Cerberus to your opponent so that he can copy its name and everything except the effect. And then you can link summon Mermaid with him because his name is a Nightmare now. When you special summon Mermaid, link summon Mermaid, the effect of this, you can add a level 5 or higher Cyber's monster from your deck to hand. You add Cyber's white hats, that's why I run 1. This is also an easy special summon because you can special summon this if you control 2 or more monsters that have the same type. The Orcust deck runs on all dark monsters, so it is an easy special summon. And then when this is link summoned by Formed Skipper, you can do the little combo that I told earlier. And then I run 3 Ghost Ogres for our hand trap, 2 Ash Blossoms, 1 Null Nun, and then 2 Maxis. I cut it down to 2 because it gets cloggy when it is in 3s. And that's it for our monsters. And so for our spells, I run 3 Orcustrated Return, so that you won't get cloggy hands when all of the cards that you've drawn are level 5 and above and you cannot normal summon anything. Also, it's for draw power. It sends your Orcust monster from your hand or field to the graveyard, and then you can draw 2 cards. Sending it to the graveyard gives you a combo piece. And then 1 Orcust Babel. I only run 1 because when this is in your graveyard, you can discard 1 card. That makes a combo piece. You can discard 1 card and then add this to your hand, so you can recycle it even if your opponent destroys it. And it makes your Orcust monsters effect quick effects. And then 1 Orcustrated Insets because it has a once per turn effect. When your opponent normal or special summons, you can send or the graveyard or banish Orcust monsters. And then 2 Twin Twisters for back row destruction, and also discards card. You can discard Orcusts to make a combo. And then 1 Harpy's Feather Duster for dealing with back row problems. And then 1 for 1, it discards and it special summons your Brass Bombard. 1 Foolish Burial for obvious reasons. And 1 Reinforcement of the Army to get your Armageddon Knight when you don't have it. Also, you can use this as bait for the Ash Blossoms. That's it for our spell cards. And for our trap cards, I only run 3 Orcust Climax because it has a very good effect. Its effect is when a spell, trap, or monster effect has been activated in the field. When you have an Orcust Link monster, you can negate the effect and banish that card. Especially Thunder Dragon, you can banish them instead. And then for the extra deck, we'll run 3 Galatea because it searches your spell and traps and it sets it directly from the deck to the field. It searches your Babel and your Climax and do little fancy combos with it. And then we have 2 of Dingirsu, Long Man, because you won't be needing more of these. You'll only be needing 2. You can send a link monster from the field to the graveyard using his effect, and then we run 2 Orcustrations because you won't be needing 3. His effect is your opponent's linked monsters will have their effects negated and their attacks to 0. And then 1 Sheorcust Dingirsu, the newest Orcust card. It's a very good card. It has sub-destroy effect. There's a sub-destroy effect, and it gets a banished Orcust monster and attaches it to itself. Also, when this card is special summoned, you can destroy 1 card that your opponent controls. It may be either spell, trap, or monster. You can destroy it. And then 2 mermaids, because you can special summon Orcustrated Nightmare with this, and Nightmare searches other Orcusts and sends them to the grave. 1 Cerberus for Formwood Skipper to copy, 1 Link Rebo for Brass Bombard, 1 Witch to power your Orcust's attacks up, 1 Trisbania for problematic back rows, and then 1 Topologic Bomber Dragon to destroy your opponent's main monster zone every time you want. You can, when he's in the graveyard, you can banish this and then special summon an Orcust from the deck. You'll be wanting to special summon this and to a link point so that the main monster zones will be bombed by Topologic Bomber Dragon. And when this is in the graveyard, you can banish this to special summon either what other Orcusts in your graveyard. For example, if Dingirsu is in the graveyard, you special summon it using your symbol skeleton to a link point so that Topologic's Bomber Dragon's effect will activate, and this cannot be destroyed by card effects when it is linked. So if it is linked, you can bomb your opponent's main monster zone without him dying. The same effect also applies with Orcustrated. Cannot be destroyed by card effects when he is linked, so you can also do that with him. And then for our side deck, I run 3 Gozen Match for decks that uses a lot of types. Your Orcusts are all dark types, so this can come in handy. For example, for Altergeists and stuff. And 3 Compulsory Evacuation Device for our side deck, because you'll be needing this for your opponent's monsters that cannot be destroyed. For example, if they link summon it, it goes back to their extra deck, or for example, a Thunder Dragon will be fusion summoned. You activate this and it goes back to their extra deck. You won't be having any problems with its sub-destroy effect. And then 2 of these so that you can banish problematic monsters that cannot be destroyed. Its name is Orcustrated Attack, by the way. And then 2 Lost Winds, because you can use its effect 2 times. When a monster has been special summoned, you can negate its effect and make its attack become 0. And then when this is in the graveyard and your opponent special summons from the extra deck, you can set this, and then when it leaves the field, it's banished. So you can use this twice, the effect of this twice. And then 3 effect veilers for problematic cards. And then 1 twin twister, because if 2 isn't enough, you can have 3. And then 1 maxi, because if you're going to need it, there you have it. That's it for our Orcust deck profile. I hope you liked the video. Don't forget to subscribe. See you again in the next video.